Hey guys, WebHeadGaming here, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man X3. So now we are at Doppler Stage 2, and this stage actually changes depending on if you spared or killed Vile. If you killed Vile, well then the stage will look like normal, as it is now. It'll be filled with these annoying red brute enemies that take a lot of hits to kill, and certain parts of the stage will be filled with water. If you spared Vile, or if you never ran into him at all, then this entire place will be trashed. It looks like a shithole. It's completely torn down. I guess Vile went in with a rage-induced hissy fit and just blew up everything. Everything he can set his eyes on, and it just looks like a terrible sight. Of course, this is a run where I killed Vile, so that's why it's underwater and such. I actually had to do 2 runs just to show off all the stuff that's in the final stages, so you're welcome. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch to Zero here, because guess what? You can actually fight the mini-boss coming up with Zero. This is the only mini-boss you can fight as Zero, and I really don't get that, especially since the game gives you this idea that Zero cannot fight any bosses except this one mini-boss here. It makes no sense to me, but whatever. This mini-boss is not too hard. Be careful not to let it touch you, because it will do a crap ton of damage. Especially since at this point, Zero is weaker than X in terms of defense. So he'll go down a lot quicker. Luckily, he is strong, so you shouldn't have too much of an issue taking him down super quickly. If it misses you, then it will suck up the canisters, and the canisters will do different effects, but yeah. Oh shit, it kamikazed into us and severely damaged Zero. You might be wondering, why would you fight this mini-boss if it was going to do that? Well, it is because if we do this, if we kill the mini-boss of Zero, we can obtain the super secret weapon of the game, which is Zero's Z-Saber. Yep, before X6, Zero lends us his Z-Saber so we can take out the rest of the bosses, and goddammit, the Z-Saber is so overpowered. It is awesome. You'll lose out on getting the good ending, but honestly I think it's kind of worth it because this thing's broken as fuck. The Z-Saber will kill most bosses in 2 hits. It will kill most enemies in 1 hit, and it's such a really awesome weapon. And I find it better than the Shoryuken and the Hadouken, because with those weapons, you had to be at full health. But with the Z-Saber, you can spam it as many times as you want without being at full health. So it's a really awesome weapon. It's so useful for getting through some of these sections. And if you're having a hard time fighting some of the bosses later on in this game, use the Z-Saber. You'll be amazed how quickly you can wipe the floor with some of them. So what are the conditions to getting the Z-Saber besides killing the mini-boss of Zero? Well, you need to kill Vile, which is why I killed Vile for this run. And yeah, that's basically all I need to say about the stage. It's by far the most draggiest of the stages. It's the longest and probably the hardest because of all of the annoying enemies that are in here. I'm almost dead because of those annoying brute enemies. And yeah, I really got nothing else to say, except for this really lame-ass part coming up with this snail thing. You gotta blow its shell off, and then you have to slowly ride it up. It is so fucking boring. Granted, if you have the golden armor, then it gives you a great opportunity to heal up a little bit, but yeah, this is a very boring-ass climb. I don't even get why they had to make it so slow. And then all of a sudden, what? It can go fast? Bullshit! Why can't it go that fast when it's climbing up? Yeah, just keep on tracking. Keep on trailing. So, how was gaming this year to you guys? Was it a swell year for gaming? Or was it a bad year? I don't know, I guess you can decide. I think it was a pretty good year for gaming. Uncharted 4, Overwatch. Trying to think here. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. That was a great game. I thought this year in gaming was pretty good. 2016 itself might be shit, but I thought in terms of gaming, it was pretty good. So here, I decided to do some editing because I decided to heal up a bit to take on this boss. And I wasn't going to let you sit through a minute of me healing myself. So yeah, this boss shows up if you killed Vile. And it's piss easy. It's basically a bigger version of the sub-boss in Toxic Seahorse's stage. It's super easy. Its attacks are very easy to dodge. And because water makes you jump higher, you can reach it very, very fast and deal a lot of pain. Especially if you have the Z-Saber, which cuts it down like nothing. This boss is a joke. It is so fucking easy. So fucking easy. It'll throw out these boomerang-like attacks. It'll throw out torpedoes, but really, I even know why they made it so easy. It's so easy. It's so pathetically easy. So yeah, that was pretty lame. But if you spared Vile, you have to fight him. And as you can see, this whole entire stage is a wreck. Glass is broken. Things are shattered. And yeah. Oh shit. So now we're taking on Vile, and he has a even more powerful ride armor known as the Goliath. And this fight is definitely harder than that pathetic excuse of a boss, and it's definitely harder than his fight in the alternate route because, unlike before, he will charge all of the way this time. And when he charges pretty fast, but unfortunately, he suffers from Blizzard Buffalo syndrome, in which he'll constantly charge back and forth, and ultimately this boss fight becomes a non-issue. Occasionally, he'll create these barriers. I don't know their purpose. I never get hit by them. But really, just pull out, if you have the golden armor, pull out your ability to instantly fire charge shots, because that will deal a lot of damage to him. And you just gotta keep in mind that he's basically like Blizzard Buffalo, but he's also like Tunnel Rhino in the sense that he will knock you off the walls, so don't be on the walls too long. And yeah, this first part was not too difficult. It was pretty much a more challenging version of his fight in the alternate route. So once you kill off the Rhino armor, Vile becomes exactly the same as he was in the alternate route. He'll fire the same missiles, he'll fire his ankle bombs that turn into these fire pillars, but he also gains this new move where he'll fire this spread shot, and if you get caught in it, he will trap you, and then he'll lunge at you and choke you out. It's not too difficult. And like before, he's either weak to the Ray Splasher or the Spinning Blade. I went with Spinning Blade because Ray Splasher, again, is just, I don't really like using it that much. And I just find the Spinning Blade to be more effective. But nonetheless, we've killed Vile once again. And once again, he's going to go ahead and spout out his dramatic death cry. I will haunt you to the day you die, X. Ugh. And then he's going to slowly blow up. And yeah. The second stage was by far the draggiest. It was by far the longest of the Doppler stages. And depending on how you go about it, the boss can be piss easy or it can be moderately difficult. But that's it. We're done with the longest stretch of the game. We are now at the third stage. And the third stage is our traditional boss rush. Meaning, I'm going to go ahead and speed up the footage and put in some background music. And yeah, watch me decimate all of the 8 Mavericks again. Enjoy. In case you're wondering, the battle music was from Crossbone Gundam. I think it debuted in one of the SRW games, but I could be wrong. Regardless, we have taken down the 8 Mavericks again, we have mopped the floor with them, and now it's time to move on to Doppler himself. We still need to take care of a few things first. We need to get through these lasers from Volt Catfish's stage. Just bum rush them, honestly. Oh, an energy pellet. Thank you, game. You are so kind. And now we are at Doppler himself. And Doppler, despite all of this build-up as being the main antagonist of the game, spoilers, he isn't. He's very easy. Doppler is incredibly slow. He is so goddamn easy. Especially with the acid burst. He is not a threat at all. I don't get it. Why is this game so piss easy by the end? I mean, the game gave me so much shit early on, and all of a sudden wants to throw me a bone and make the final stage bosses easy? Come on. But yeah, as I said, Doppler is very easy. He's incredibly slow. He only really has 2 attacks. He will fire energy pellets at you, but they don't really do that much damage. He will try and charge at you, but he's so goddamn slow when he's doing it. And it gives you such a huge opportunity to hit him. The only thing you need to watch out for is that he will heal himself. You need to be very careful, because if you hit him when he has that green electric barrier up, he will heal himself, which will drag out the fight even more. But really, Doppler is so sad. If you just keep doing what I'm doing, he will take him down so easily. It's so freaking easy. I don't get it. Why are these last few bosses such a cakewalk when the rest of the game gave you so much shit? It's so sad. It's so embarrassing, really. But yeah, just keep doing this over and over and over again, and you'll take out Doppler. It's not like he does a lot of damage anyway, so yeah. If you want to speed up the fight even further, have the Z-Saber out and watch it just shatter his health bar. This is a run where I didn't have the Z-Saber. I did get both of the endings. I'll show off both of the endings, but that won't be until the final part. So now Doppler's defeated, and Doppler will give us a plot dump. He's basically admits that he revived Sigma and has given him a brand new body to use to take it down the Maverick Hunters. I almost said X-Hunters. I don't know why. And yeah, it's just not much to really say about this scene. It's just basically a plot dump about how, oh, I didn't mean to do all of this. I was controlled by Sigma. And blah 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 blah. Again, as I stated in the beginning of my Let's Play, I apologize for all of the audio hiccups. I don't know what was going on with the recorder. I really don't. But regardless, I'll see you for the finale of X3 when we take down the big bad bald badass himself.